right? Let me see if I can find that. Where is it? The measurement, I think it's down here. No. Damn, I had it yesterday. Is it here? Date range. There we go. You know, we had this going for, I mean, 61 days, man. That's 2 months after that drop, you know, all the way down to the whole 17 levels that it took to go up to 25K, right? That's good, right? Because it was showing us that, you know, this market's not fully dead yet, you know, that there is still buyers in this market. And, you know, as long as we have buyers coming in, you know, we're going to have a good market, right? We're going to have still people buying all these alts and things like that. Look at this, man. Even if you change the percentage, there's not one green one, man. That's just fucking crazy, man. That's bad. You know, but like I said, man, it can take weeks and months to build up, and all it takes is a few days to come down. You know, that's the sad truth of what kind of market we're in right now, man. Everything, you know, takes weeks and months to build up, and then, you know, one shit day or two can bring it all tumbling down, right? So, you know, this is where we're at right now, man. Unfortunately, you know, it's one of those things where it's just hard to detach yourself from because, like I said, nobody wants to see this shit dump all the time, right? Like, I don't. I'm not a bear. I'm more of a bull, I want to say, you know, so I don't want to see this market constantly falling all the time, right? Like, this shit just gets annoying at one point, man. But it's unfortunately it's the reality we're in, and like I said, you know, just because it's dumping doesn't mean that we can't make money, right? We could still make money on the way coming down. You know, I'm gonna start just I need to really get off my bullish, you know, my bullish thoughts and just be a little more neutral and I want to say be more bearish, man, because honestly, you know, I even said it in the chat. These longs, we can still play longs and we did it today. We did play the 50% on waves today. We played, what was it? What was the one I had the day before? Let me go back to my charts. We had waves yesterday or this morning, and we had XLM. Same thing with XLM. You know, I did low leverage, still 20%. Higher leverages was giving us about 50 to 70%. You know, that's cool, right? That's fine. Okay, you know, you can make still little gains on the way up, but if you're playing everything coming down, like David has been doing great, right? The only thing with David is that David's a hit or miss, you know. David hits some, misses some, but when he hits, you know, and he's on the money with these shorts right now. He's playing Ethereum shorts left and right. They're all printing. They're all printing for 2, 3, 400 percenters, you know, because he's playing the market coming down. And I think I need to start being more like that, man. I need to stop being so emotional with this, wanting to go up so bad that, you know, I'm missing out on the good opportunities on shorts. Again, I can always scalp these things on a daily, you know, basis, on your day trading, your scalping. We can always trade it, right? And make some percentages, but overall, you know, we want to make bank on this, right? So then what the fuck are we doing long? We need to find these tops and just fucking play the shorts and just hold them because that's all they're doing. It's just dumping, bro. It's just dumping after fucking dump, man. We had this strong support right here. This was our strong support that was holding on for quite some time, right? Our 20K 20.7, right? 20,700 line. It was holding good. We had nice strong support. A few times it hit, went up. Right there, it hit beautifully, went up, right? Even came down, even after breaking this bullish channel it was in. You know, we still came down to these points, and twice it hit, went up, right? Hit right there, went up, hit here. This is why I like to show you guys this, right? These are breakouts. And again, you know, I'm a breakout person going up, but you get the same breakouts going down, right? Like, watch, let me put a demand zone on this. Where's the square? Bam. So, a bit of little demand zone kind of going on over here. What happens when you break a demand zone? It goes to shit, right? There's your break. Or here's your break, should I say. Big red candle. And then just gave us this and more drop, right? That's what happens when you have a demand zone, man. You get a strong breakout the same way going up, you can get it going down. and that's where we're at right now. We just broke that 20. We're at 19, so now we have to look for our next, next support line, man. Next support line, it's around here, right? So now we got to build off of this. We have something like this going on at 19.2. We're at 19.6 right now. Again, easily can get there. Maybe we'll see something like this, right? But it's all it's doing lately. It's dropping, finding support, fine, not really building back up from it. It's just giving us this bullshit, pump ups little to make you think that we're gonna go that way, and then it's being answered with a nasty drop, right? So again, I wouldn't be surprised if this week we start hitting these 19 and 18 levels again. It's coming, man. It's definitely coming. Um, I'm gonna start looking for shorts this week, man. I'm tired of these little bullshit gains on longs, And again, I'm grateful regardless, man, because I, again, that's just emotional me talking. I'm grateful for these gains. I'd rather take 20, 20 percenters or 30 or 50 any day than me taking a 50, 60, 70% loss. Like, again, I'd rather take 110% wins over a loss any day. You understand? So I'm grateful for it, man. It's just, it sucks, when you trade and, you hit 20, 30% and then back down, boom, hit stop loss at entry and goes super low when it's like, all right, instead of these longs and getting 10, 20%, I need to be finding these shorts that's going to give me 100, 200, 300 percenters, man. And that's what's happening right now. So right now we wait, right now this week I'm looking at these levels at 18s again. We're looking at 19.2. Let me start putting all these lines. That way we'll have them for sure. But 19.2 is right here. We have 18,900. We have even a little bit of, support right here in the 18.6. But then it's that, right? I want to look at this at a bigger time frame. All right. So, bam. Right. Let me see. So that was that one. Yeah. Look, man. This is one of the next supports. It's at 15 fucking thousand, man. The next one after that, let me see. If we're up here, we have this one as well. This one, we're already past it, right? That's the 19.8. Yeah, and that's the 19.9. We're already past it. We have a little bit right here as well. That's the 18,900. Okay. And then it's this one right here, which is your 17, right? Is that the 17? That's the 16. So we have 16, we have 17, 18, 9. And it's all just a fucking ladder to go down at this point right now. It sucks, man. I really hate to see this market go down so much, bro, because it makes people not want to be in this. It makes people want to pull their money out, and that's what happens every time you see these just big nasty drops. Is people, taking profits, and not only are they taking profits, right, but it's everybody's taking profits. When you see drops like this, like look at this shit, man. It's just drop after drop after drop. It's not just a few people taking profits. Now you have big, investors taking their money out because they're scared. They don't, who wants to be in a shit market like this? So it's tough, man. It's really tough to say where we're at right now. Damn, man, it's ugly, bro. Like it's really not fun. It's not, something I want to fucking trade like this, dude. It's just really depressing at this point, man. But again, like I said, man, we'll make the best of it. We're gonna have to short, and make our money, right? Because that's what it is about. At the end of the day, is building our ports. And if shorts is the way to go, then so be it. So be it. We just gotta now wait for these pull-ups, and that's it. Even now where we're at right now, if we start building off of this, what is it, 19,200 line, we're gonna wait for the little pull, the bullshit pump ups to make us think, right? Just like here, make us think that we're actually gonna hold. Whenever it decides to find that resistance, right? Because first we got to find the support, right? We got to wait for this one to find the support. It could be here where it's at right now. It can be this one. It can be that 19.2. That's the next line I'm looking at. To find support. Hold on, I want to say it's more like right here. Shit. Yeah, about 19.2, same thing. Yeah, so I want to say this 19.2 line. It's my next line, man. That's my next support. I really want to see if we can kind of build off of this line. Let me lock this one in too. I want to put an alert on this. If it does happen to hit while I'm sleeping, I want it to wake me up, man, so I can know exactly what to do and look at if we get that down to those levels. We gotta see SPY too. We're gonna check out SPY in a little bit to see what our other market is looking like. Maybe give us a boost this week or something, or some kind of help. We were able to catch the last 2 weeks beautifully. We called a few shorts on Bitcoin itself, right? We were saying that even where it was at, it can still come down, and it happened, right? And then I even showed you guys the H pattern, right? I showed you guys in the last video the H pattern. Well, there it is. And again, if you didn't see the last video, go the first 2 minutes of last week's Sunday prep will show you exactly this. That was exactly how I started the class, was saying that we were looking at an H pattern. Again, it's not something that I've seen written down, in Google or anything, but it's a pattern that I've seen that looks like an H, and it does this. It just fucking drops, dude, like hard. So it happened, right? So we called it out last Sunday. We even called out SPY, right? I showed you guys that we were at the top of SPY on having lower highs, right? Let me show you guys. Give me 1 second. All right. Bam, right? We were looking at this last week up here, bro. 426, 427. We had our trend line, right? Our daily trend line. And if it wasn't for me being sick last week, I would have jumped on those SPY puts, man, because they fucking printed. Wow. This was the one that happened on Friday, wasn't it? Oof, jeez, yeah. Look at that. One day from 419 all the way to 405, man. Even the freaking stock market is shitting itself. It's just bad, man. But we called it last week, man. This is why I like to look at both markets, because you can see things like this, You can see that if our SPY isn't doing too well, which is, the S&P 500, one of the biggest, ETFs in the stock market, if it's not doing well, which is again tied up to Apple, Tesla, all the big names, and Amazon, if it's not doing well, the market is gonna most likely push down, and it's just it goes the same with Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin is not doing well, you have your alts, your altcoins that follow it, and I'll show you a few of them. DWZY. I'll show you in a bit which ones that I kind of just tend to lean that don't follow it, so I can kind of trade and see if I can make some kind of trades on it when it's not dumping like Bitcoin. But if SPY is doing this, most likely the market is gonna follow, man. And we said it last week that we were right here on this trend line going down. We were having lower highs, right? We were having lower highs, and I said it, man. It can even go do all of this crap, right? Look, it even gave us a nice little leg up, but then it was just a leg up to continue going down. SPY is not looking too good either, man. I'm telling you, this market just looks bad, man. It looks fucking terrible, dude. And again, it's not only crypto, it's not only crypto, man. It's everything, It's not only crypto. Look at the stock market coming down too, So we can't only be like, oh, it's just crypto, and crypto shit. No, it's the fucking markets in general. When you have bad news and constant bad news, dude. Like people getting more sick now, I think, than ever. Breaking records now again. People getting sick with COVID, which means that it's just on another spike. Inflation's still up there. Like it's just gonna keep fucking coming down, and that's the part that sucks. Part that sucks is that, man, that it'll just keep fucking dropping now until we find our supports, right? Here we had a demand zone on SPY, kind of broke it, but still played right on from it. Broke up, which was good. Hold on, let me move this up. Move to existing panel above. There we go. But even even on our MACD, man, our MACDs, the lines are up here, so we might continue seeing nice little bearish sentiment going down on SPY, that's another thing, man. I might look at it again tomorrow because, right, we were right the first time. We could have had a fucking nice contract on SPY last week on Monday, and it would have printed, dude. Because look, we were looking at 420s is all the way to 400s almost. Next level, it's about shit. I want to say right here. 400 even. Then you have another support base at about 388. So again, man, I think we might just see some more red this week, man. We already saw a shitload of red last week. We might just see some more this week, to be honest. Let's look at the weekly. It's already broke this. Oh man. Let me see. Got this kind of going. Then this trend line right here, actually we can move this down because it's already invalidated that one. So our next demand zone, I want to say it's here. Got some, yeah, right here. You have some connections right here. It's a little bit of support right here. So this is a good support line. 3-6. Let me write this one down. Something I definitely want to look at in the future. Right there. 3-6. What is it? 3-6-3. All right. So those are a few lines. I guess right here we have a bit of support too. So we'll throw a little minor support resistance line there. That's 397. Then I guess the one right here we're exactly at right now, which is at the 405. So yeah, tomorrow, if you guys are doing stocks, keep your eye on SPY, man. We might just, if we break these levels, I mean, there's our second opportunity to short. Let me see. These things are still, stochastic is still not looking too good. MACD is looking like it can still do a little, a little coming down, maybe break above this, but yeah, I won't be long in SPY until I don't see this break, from above. That would be a good indication that maybe we'll be right back on this track to go back. But right now, it's just we're back into fucking everything bearish, man. Everything is looking bearish as hell again. This was even SPY when our market wasn't doing too good and it was just running beautifully, right? Once it broke, it goes back to what I showed you guys, right? Trend lines, simple trend line, nice, simple, clean trend line, nice uptrend. Breaks, you grab a short. If you grab that short, even from here, 439. You are printing right now. You're on 400, right? Even if you bought it that same fucking day, that same week, even with this little fake pump and dump, little pumps that it does, you're still printing on this, like big time. So it's that, man. We're just not looking too good, man. It sucks, man. But we'll continue going, right? We'll continue looking for more. I want to look at Tesla too. Tesla again, man. These are a few just stocks that I like to still trade, man. I still like to go after Tesla. I still like to go after SPY. I want to look at Apple too. Maybe see what we can find on these things. And I like to show you guys these charts too, so you can see, man, that it's basic charting, right? Like not much different than our crypto. If anything, again, you can see the difference in with the gaps. Like that's the only thing I don't like about stocks and options is that I just have too many gaps, man. And I don't like those gaps. I've been caught on some nasty trades where it's here and I'm playing it up here, and all of a sudden the next day it gaps down and it's all the way down here because of bad news. Like, and you can't do anything about it until the market opens, so you gotta take the loss. Not cool. When in crypto, if it's going down that direction, we can always stop it, right? We can always stop the bleeding. But Tesla has a strong support yet here. Hold on. Give me a second. Hey, broski, I'm in the middle of class right now.
Sorry. 2 seconds. Do you know how you fix that bot thing on V6? That issue we're having or no?
Which one? The
It wouldn't let you use that role.
I fixed it. I fixed it for you guys. The one that comes out tomorrow should show you guys It should pop up. But let me call you back, but let me finish this class and I'll call you back. All right. All right. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, Tesla. Oh, I forgot, dude. They did a split. They did a fucking split. I forgot. Yeah, look at it right there. They did a split last week. I think you can buy Tesla super cheap now, which it might keep it at 200 for a little while now. But there's your overall trend on Tesla. Not as steep. It's still a downtrend, I want to say. Have lower highs, even here. Almost touches here. Yeah, I mean, overall, you're still in an overall downtrend. However, we do have some strong support on Tesla. But the way this market is going, I wouldn't be surprised, again, if we just start coming down to these levels. So now we got to look at our bearish, look at our bear goals. That would be one right there. 261. Can play it from right where it's at. Again, I would want to see a nice little break out of here, though. Let's see. I have kind of like a little flag going. Let's see if I can grab it from here to there, maybe. Bam. So you got a little flag going. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Tesla, man. Tesla again looks pretty alright for if it's gonna follow the market and do what the market is doing. Then a nice little break from under here would be it, for a nice put. So I'm definitely gonna keep my eye. Let me put a nice little alert on this in case if I forget tomorrow morning. I want to see it break that little minor support right there. So I'm gonna put an alert on this one. I don't want it on the daily because it's gonna only cross or alert me on a daily. I want to see this 5 minute. All right, so let me see if I can see this. Yeah, I want to see a little break from here. If I can see a nice little break under that, plus look, we're riding on that trend line as we speak. If it breaks that trend line and hits this, then I will be putting, right, or shorting Tesla tomorrow or this week. I'm gonna put it close, down, cross, create. All right, so at least we have, again, guys, this is how you set yourself up for success, man. Plan these charts out, draw up your lines, set up your alerts. Once you get these alerts going, you don't have to, you don't have to look at these charts. Look, oh, we have an active one right there. This was the last one today on waves. But you'll get your alerts, man. You get your alerts, and that way you don't have to go back and stare at this, man. You can just, wait for it to hit. If it hits that, then it's something you want to look at for sure, right? Because you're breaking out of this wedge that you have going on over here. And if you got to break out from the bottom, like we kind of did today on Bitcoin, then it's, it'll set up for a nice short or a nice put. So that's something I'm going to be looking at this week. All right, we already set up Tesla, set up SPY. Oh man, what a nasty dump that day, jeez. All right, now we got a 5 minute. I can see where the support was, which was about here. Bam, broke that. See, the next support was right here, exactly where it's at right now. Next support for that is 403, and then the following is that 397. Okay, so let me see. We're at this one right now. I'm just gonna look at Tesla. SPY tomorrow morning and see how it reacts. Wow, man, what a fucking nasty dump, man. Jeez, so tired of seeing these dumps, bro. 24/7, man. It's just so fucking depressing already, man. Oh man. All right, so there it is, man. SPY, Tesla. We can look at Apple too, and then we'll go back to crypto. Back to crypto after this. Um, Apple. What do you mean there's no Apple, bruh? There it is. There it is. There it is. Even Apple, man, one that was holding up all this time is starting to come down too. There's your strong support right there. Demand zone right here. So it's coming into a demand zone. So this might be either one, we can look at this. Actually, I do want to look at this tomorrow because either this can be a nice long opportunity if we see green, right? Because again, it's showing us historically that it came to these levels, kind of pushed up. It even gapped up at that point. Boom, hit again. gapped up, it gave us all this, right? So, history tends to repeat itself, right? I tell you guys that all the time. This is how I look for decent trades sometimes, man. I just try to see if it'll, do it again. I think that one, matter of fact, that one that I caught on Bitcoin, the 1,000% play, right? It was that. It was, I put it exactly on the chart. We had rejected 3 times from that 25K level. And I was like, guys, I'm aiming for the number 4 rejection. And little did we know that that number 4 rejection gave us way more than the other 3 did, right? It kept, I think, bouncing off of the 22, the 23, and would go up after rejecting that 25. With our luck, boom, we got the rejection, which was the 4th time, but it broke that 22, and look where it's at now. I still could have been holding that trade right now as we speak, but I like to grab profits, man. And if we got to attack it again, we'll attack it again. But it just shows you, man, that it's just smart. Shorts, shorts is the way to go, man. Shorts is honestly the way to go. I'm gonna stop leaning towards these longs and start really trying to, get better at these shorts because they're fucking printing, bro. On a day-to-day basis, they're really just printing every weekend, man. This is another thing, guys, we got to start being aware of too. Notice how every weekend it's red. Every weekend we're having some kind of dumps, no volume. This is why I told you guys I don't like to trade on the weekends. Look at how we were in XLM yesterday, 4, 5, over 6 hours on that trade just for 20% for it to then come down, the way it did today, right? Same thing, waves, I guess we weren't in it that long. That was fine. Where waves, we were in it, I want to say about 3, maybe 2, 3 hours, and it printed, right? It gave us 50% or more. Then it went down to shit, right? So it's like if we're leaning more towards shorts, we're gonna print more. It's just finding the shorts, right? And that's the thing that every time we kind of decide we want to go that way, it's already down here, right? It's already too late. Buying a short from here is risky, right? And again, this is Apple. Let me go to BTC, but let me set this alert because I really do want to see this one tomorrow. All right, BTC USDT. Yeah, again, it's already there, right? Like now we need to see if it builds from here, and if it does decide it wants to build from here for whatever reason, then we box it in like we do. We box it in. Right now, this is our resistance. This is our support. I don't want this to extend to the right though. There, it does this, man. Whenever you see that these things are just not really breaking levels to go back up, right? Here's a resistance right here. Here's your resistance right here. If it's not breaking these levels and it keeps rejecting, then this is what you're gonna get, right? You're gonna get dumped. So if it can hold these levels, for the next few days, next few hours, then I'm assuming we're just gonna break right through this fucking support 19.5 and go start going straight down to these lower levels like we had painted on a different chart. Daily, yeah, 16, man. If we get to 16, bro, it's if we actually get to 16, guys, then geez, man, you kiss this market goodbye, man. Kiss this market goodbye because you were gonna see a lot of people dumping, bro. Like, look what happened when we broke those 30 levels, right? Like, it just everybody gave up on it. Not everybody, but shit, man. A lot of people gave up on Bitcoin after it broke those 30 levels. That was the universal number for it, right? Everybody was preaching on the 30K, and once it broke, it went to shit. We're still facing we're still seeing the result of what happened when we broke that 30K level. We're still here. We're still in the fucking 20s. Now it's barely getting over 25. Now it's acting like 25 is just this universal wall that it can't get over now. So it's just gonna keep finding that, man. It's gonna keep finding these walls. Now I'm assuming get these to these levels. 18, we have support here. 18.7. Ah, guys, it's this shit is bad, man. This is bad, gentlemen. I don't know. Again, we're gonna fucking go after these shorts and make money, but it's just not gonna be as fun, man. It's never gonna be as fun as something actually going up and you're making money while it's going up. And the reason I say that is because there's nothing worth right now buying. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing worth holding, right? Like we can kill it on these contracts, right? It's just like, it's like options where it's all right, we're gonna play it for the day, play it for the week, whatever it is, and you're coming out and you're taking your money, after you're done with the trade. But it's like, who the fuck wants to buy Bitcoin right now to hold till next year? I don't. I don't want to buy Bitcoin right now when the shit is dumping like this. Hell no. And again, it trickles down to all your other coins, right? Let me see. How do I get that list back? There it is. Where is this? There we go. Right? All of these, man. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, who wants to buy these coins at these levels right now? If the market is only going to keep showing that it's dumping, there's no point. Yeah, these are great levels. Like, look at even KSM. KSM is still at a super strong, support right here. I'm gonna extend this one to the right. Bam. The bull in me, the fucking, I love to be bull and I'm always gonna try to get longs, wants to buy it here. This is a good swing opportunity, right? I showed you guys on Waves. Waves was at that level, and unfortunately today it broke because of how shit the market is. But this is your ideal trade. You want it in a strong demand zone like this where you can buy right here, hopefully get these levels on top and put your stop loss right under it, where you're not taking, beating, right? Where if it just goes under that, then you're catching it before it goes even lower, you know. But again, who wants to buy longs right now, dude? Like, look at this shit, man. Like, it's just red after red after red after red, dump after dump after dump after dump. It's making me again not even want to get on any longs anytime soon because we're just gonna see what 20-30%, and then it's gonna go to shit. Like it's just not worth it, man. So we'll keep looking this week, man. I'm gonna keep looking at all these trades again, like I do on a day-to-day basis. Look for the ones that are breaking out. Look for the ones that are not following Bitcoin. This is already an old one. This is your downtrend, overall downtrend on this one right here. Ticker. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's your touches, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5 right here. More than enough. Remember, guys, whenever you're doing these trend lines, right? For those that haven't taken the class yet, 3 to 5 touches. You want 3 to 5 touches, and whenever you do these trend lines, the more touches you get, the stronger the trend is. This is on a daily, so now I'm pretty sure if I put it on a smaller time frame, it'll look a lot better. Like the 15, but I'm one that likes to have it exact. Let's see, so we kind of push this up right here. Yeah, there's our trend right there, straight downtrend. Oh man. So this is one trade I'll be looking at for a breakout, right? And again, in case we get even a lower entry, then this is something I want to look at about right here. And stop loss would be right under this, right about right here. Bam. All right. So yeah, guys. Yeah, man. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. This market is just fucking crazy, man. Any questions you guys have, unmute yourselves. You can ask. I don't know if you guys are typing anything in chat. I haven't checked. But if wait, I do got two. Taking a look at algo. Take a look at algo on the daily. All right, let me look at algo real fast.
I'm gonna have some questions.
Say it
Do
again.
you think it's smart to? Do you think at this moment building longs on altcoins be or not building longs but building spots on altcoins as well be a proper time? Because I know right now we're going through this huge dump, but altcoins are sitting at their all-time lows at the moment. Like many coins are sitting at all-time lows and major resistance points, major support points, I should say. Do you think we're gonna have some pops for some of those altcoins?
It's yeah, it's like I was saying, like, it's ideally this is where you want your altcoins, right? You want Bitcoin to come down to these 18-20 levels because it's only going to bring you better and better prices on your alts, right? Even XRP, right? XRP is at 30 cents now. If we go to the daily on XRP, you'll see that it's something that went all the way up to almost fucking $3, right? Wasn't it like two something, 2.5? So ideally, yeah, man, you want to build these alts right now for long-term holds. The question is that if Bitcoin decides to go past these 18 and 16 levels that it's at, you're only gonna, you're gonna buy in now to the spots, and you're only gonna end up having to add later on because it's just, it's gonna give you lower levels. This is why it's always good to watch this coin right here, man. It's always good to, really kind of ideally break down Bitcoin because if right here I can see a really strong support, man. This is at 18.7, right? If Bitcoin was to break this, right, by next week, whatever, tomorrow, who knows with Bitcoin, right? If it was to start really coming down here and start going to the 15s and the 13s, then you can buy dot at $6 right now. Something again that was all the way at fucking $55, and it's not gonna matter, right? It's just gonna keep going down. This is why I'm saying, like, it's ideally this is the time you want to buy your spots, right? You want to buy your spots at these prices. you know, um, it's just fuck, man. Do you want to buy it right now, right? Like, do you want to fucking buy it while Bitcoin is having these big dumps? Is the question, man. And that's where it's just hard to determine these things. I think I said it in the last class that it's like I've always been, more of a port builder than a spot holder because of this. Because again, everybody that bought these coins back in the day, right? When whoever bought this coin at $10, in July of 2021 and didn't take profits when it went all the way to 55 because he was a long-term holder and he feels like, over the years this was going to gradually grow, he's fucked right now because it's lower than what he bought it a year ago. You see what I'm saying? That's the scary part about holding spots in general, or stocks, right? Even with stocks, a lot of these stocks, this is why I don't like when the stock guys try to bash crypto, because if you go to stocks, you'll see the same thing, right? Tilray was one. Tilray for those that don't know, stocks and stuff. Was a popular weed stock, right? When I was in this shit and buying shares of this to hold, I was buying it here, where it was at $4 or $5, $7. I was here for it when it ran. Mind you, this was the pump. This was because of what's their name? The Wall Street bet guys. They fucking put their fingers onto this shit and they pumped it all the way to almost $65, $80. And then of course they all took their money and everybody else got fucked, right? Because everybody was buying at these levels, so you know, these were your levels, right? You wanted to buy Tilray at $7, $8 because eventually, and again, it's a weed stock, right? Weed stocks are supposed to go up because weed is just it's growing more and more. Every state is legalizing it, so it's supposed to gradually grow, right? However, look at the price where it's at right now. It's at $3, bro. It hasn't been up ever since I left the stock market, which was around this area, right? After all this happened, I left. A lot of these stocks are lower than what I've ever traded them, and that doesn't show me that the stock market is doing any better than crypto. you know, if 90% of all these stocks that I was trading, dude, almost 2 years ago, were all up here, and now 2 years later, I'm looking back at stocks and they're all fucking way lower than what I first saw them, then they didn't do shit. They're not making money. They're not building, or having better success than crypto. They're just as bad. They're not, they're not making money like that. Like, people make money when you hold stocks, right? When you hold stocks for years and eventually it grows. Show me one stock right now that is showing you growth. Even Apple was one of the ones that was showing growth, right? Like, look, it showed it. Apple was one of the very few stocks. This is growth. This is what I look for, right? Coins in general, bro. This is what you look for on a chart. You look for that growth. Hold on, get this line off. And even then, you still have some growth on Apple. Right now, mind you, again, you saw what happened to Tilray. Tilray was all the way down here. That's like saying Apple, people bought it at 40, and years later we're here, and right now it's at 20. Then that's a waste of fucking what, 5, 10 years that you held this thing because Apple's supposed to be, Apple, but no, Apple held its ground by a fucking miracle, man. Apple held its ground. It kept pushing up. It kept showing growth. This is what I look for. One, anything that I really, really want to invest in. If I don't see something like this, growth on an incline, I don't get in it. Because it's just not showing me that it's growing, right? That in the next few years, it's gonna keep doing its thing. You know, Apple again. It's I don't know how, man, but Apple happened to still show this, right? This is one of the very, very few stocks that held this ground, right? Again, look, these are all stocks that I played with back 2 years ago. Fubo was another one. Watch the growth on this before it went to shit, right? Let me go to daily. Yeah, why does Fubo look like that? Let's go to weekly. Oh, come on, this can't be it because it's showing that Fubo was at two. It was never that high, so I don't know what's wrong with this chart. But let me show you guys something real fast. Again, I don't know why this chart is showing Fubo at all the way up to 6,000 when it was never at that. But when I've traded it, it was always that, right? It was always at $7, $8. I was here at one point where Fubo, yeah, they go up to almost $77. It was something that when I first traded was at $6, $7. Same thing, was showing growth, promising everything, right? Even try to do it again. Look, it went up to the 50. I guess it was this part right here when I was in it, and it went up to those 50s. Right now, Fubo's back at $3. So you're telling me 2 years ago, if I invested money in this at $5, I'm down right now. 2 years later, $3, from 5 to 3, and looking like it can still continue going down. That's the stocks aren't doing any better, man. That's why again, I like to show the stock guys this because they swear that just because they're doing stocks that it's better than crypto and crypto is shit and blah blah blah. But no, they're not doing any better than we are, man. 90% of all these stocks is showing this, that they were up really high at one point and now they're back to like these super low levels again, right? That's not growth. That's bullshit, man. So it's hard, man. It's hard to figure out if anything is worth buying and actually holding the next few years because it's these charts aren't showing that anymore. Before they used to show that, man. What's another one? Fubo, Jumia was another one that is supposed to be like the Amazon of Africa or Jamaica. You see? I was here for this, right? I was here for when Fubo was at 5. I mean Jumia went up to $65 again. The Amazon of Jamaica or Africa, they kept calling it, and that's what drove it to go up here. And they were doing great in sales, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, the market shit itself, right? Like it always does. 2 years later, I come back, it's right back to $7. So you're telling me same thing? If I would have bought it at $7, $8 2 years ago, it's back to its original price. Why am I holding this for 2 years then, right? And that's the thing, brother. That's why it's hard to say any of these coins, man. As much as I love my coins, right? It's which one is really showing growth right now? Not much. They're all at these great buying levels. They're all there, right? They're all at these great levels right now where it's great to buy them, but it's only great if we recover. If we're saying people are saying that we're heading into a recession right now, then we're only gonna see more downside to all of this shit. Look, everything, bro. It's almost at its fucking lowest lows. So yeah, it's great to buy it if there's some kind of potential that we might head back to those 20, 30 levels on Bitcoin, to Ethereum going back to the 2000s and everything. Absolutely, man. This is when you buy. But again, do you want to buy is the question, man. I personally don't right now. I really don't want to buy anything right now. And I'm a Matic fan, man. I've been dying to dip my hand into Matic. Let's see if we can find Matic. Hold on. Matic, I think, will always be one of those coins that I've always loved and wanted to buy in early, and I didn't have that chance. I had never built it, right? And look, this is the times I was talking about when it was just running up beautifully, showing growth. Then, of course, the market shit itself hit. But look, it even showed you that it hit that point where it was at before and built from there, right? That's Matic trying to, go against the odds while everything else is going to shit, is still trying to build itself because Matic is a good coin, man. Matic is really a good coin, good company. I want these levels. I want to fucking buy under $1, and hopefully it'll get back to $2, $3 like it was in the past. You know, this is one honestly I would do. And if I was to do something like this again, right, this is where RTA comes in. Well, right now we're in an overall downtrend, right? Overall downtrend. Hold on. Okay, we have a strong support demand zone right here at 32 cents, where I think if I see Matic come down right now, look, it went up and it's coming right back down, right? If I see Matic go back to these levels, will I buy? I think so. I think so, man. I honestly do. I think so. But it would do this, right? I would do this. I would put something light in here where, if it does happen to come down to these levels again, which anything is possible at this point, man, anything is possible. If we were to come back down to these point fucking 0.07 levels or break this demand zone, then I would just pull my money out, man, because I'm not gonna hold something that's gonna keep going down, but it would be a good starter position. Matic right now would be a good starter position to start your money, right? Put a few thousand in there, I guess. If your goal is to have 10K in Matic, by the time you're done, then you want to start this with like 2,000, right? Start it where it's at right now, 2,000. See how Bitcoin does the next few weeks. If Bitcoin shows that it's holding that 20K level, not hitting the 18, then you'll see Matic build, right? You'll see Matic kind of still, move around these levels at the 80 cents, and again, if it goes up from there, then beautifully, right? You're gonna make money. But if it doesn't, then again, you look at certain, support levels that you see yourself adding another 2,000 here, right? Because you have a minor support. You see yourself adding another maybe 5,000 here. That's to me the only way I would see myself building anything right now, man. Because again, it's just everything is just so fucking low, man. It's so low, and again, these are not good charts, man. So I don't like to. I actually like to do the Binance one. Where's my Binance watches? There we go. Because Binance will show us the whole thing, right? Now, if I look for Matic on this one, where is she? Or any of these, again, it doesn't matter. Like, they're all back to these levels. So yeah, man, they're great opportunity right now to buy because they're so low. Do you want to invest your savings in this? Hell no, hell no. I would never put money into this that I can't afford to lose. Honestly speaking, man, on any of these coins right now, because there's just so much fucking speculation, man. Like, I'm one that always believes that crypto is not going anywhere. But signs are showing other words, right? Like if we go to 14K, who the fuck is gonna want to be in crypto? Who's gonna want to trade, you know, or any of these things at 14K when Bitcoin was at 65, right? It's gonna make a lot of people mad, man. It's gonna make a lot of people mad. It's gonna say a lot of people pulling their money out, and again, it's just gonna trickle down to every other coin. So if you was to take any chances in any of these coins right now, find your one that kind of still shows growth against the odds, like Matic. Um, there's a few, man. You just got to look at their, see what they're doing. This is still more or less, again, it started at $2 at 6, right? Even though it went all the way up to 52. Link is another one, that if it can show some kind of fucking signs of growth, this is, these are all good coins that shown you nothing but growth when they first came out. This was it right here for Link. Link started at $1, right? Went all the way up to $51. Anybody who bought it around these times in 2020, early 2020, they caked it, right? They within a year's time, they fucking quadrupled their money. But again, did they take it out? It's a question, right? And if they didn't, then they're kind of fucked right now because it's just going down, and they're not making any profit. So it's just tough, man. Oh man, it's tough to fucking really hold anything long term anymore, man. Like it's really is, man. Let me see MKR. Like they all look the same right now, though. They're all back to fucking original levels, if not worse, of where they first started. You know, this one started at $9, right? It went down the first few days, few weeks when it first came out, but eventually it showed growth, right? It went all the way up to almost $3. And of course, the market crapped itself. And even when the market craps itself, man, you'll still see demand zones like this that it'll build from. That's okay, right? Because what goes down must come up eventually. But at least it'll show that it's still growing, right? That's a good company. When you see this, it's you want to invest in this. You want to put your hard-earned work money into something that is just looking like it's going to continue going down. Hell no. So it's tough, man. Honestly, as much as I want to, even myself, man, just grab a few thousand and fucking buy. But it's like, fuck, do I really want to do that right now? You know? And it sucks, man, because the minute we start seeing green, that's when everybody wants to buy. I'm one of them, right? The minute I start seeing this green and up here, it's like, oh shit, damn, man, I should have bought some of these. But that's where you got to figure out what you want to do. If you want to hold any of these long term, then you want to buy it when it's coming down. You don't want to wait for it to go up, right? You miss opportunities, slow opportunities like where you're at right now. So it's hard, brother, man. That question is a tough one, man. Hope I was able to answer it to the best of my ability. Let me look at Algo. I think somebody said they wanted to see Algo, TP, Finance. Algo on the daily. Let me erase all these lines, man. Because obviously we're nowhere near up here. You see, look, this is how old these lines are, man. When I had Binance, look at where I was trading it at. Like even Algo, I was up at the $2, bro. Look where we're at right now. Fucking 30 cents. Like it's just sad, man, where we're at right now, to be honest, dude. Like it really is. Oh man. But I'll tell you that much, man. The people that are loading up down here, if by a fucking miracle we do start to pick up from down here, these levels, I mean shit, man. Anybody buying at these levels to go back to these levels the next few years, they're gonna cake. They're gonna cake. Honestly, man, a lot of people are gonna make a lot of money. It's just that there's too much uncertainty right now. Too much uncertainty, too much fucking speculation of Bitcoin going lower and lower that it's not making anybody buy right now. Everybody's just dumping. Everybody, all these guys that bought, even the ones that bought up here, they lost a shitload of money. They dumped. They took their losses. That's why you're not seeing this push back up. It's just everybody's dumping. Everybody's dumping. So, oh man, hopefully, man. Hopefully soon, man. But you can't, depend on hope on this game, bro. You gotta just take chances in this shit, man. And here's your resistance. Right here, look, you have this more like it as a support, and then here's your demand zone. Exit this because I can't do that. There it is. Again, look, man, this is right. This is why I tell you guys, this is ideal plays, man. Anything near a strong demand zone, you want to play for the long to pick up from here, but it's just I don't know, man. This market's not showing anything long, man. It's not showing any good signs of just long period, which is crazy because, like I said, you look if you go through half these charts, you'll see them all pretty much almost all of them at a strong demand zone right now, which is again your idea of where you want to buy these things, right? Look, alpha, same thing. Alpha is actually a little lower, is it? It's past its demand zone, which is crazy. But this is the new demand zone. It's at the demand zone exactly. This is where you want to buy these longs, right? That way, if you do go long on this, your stop loss is right here. You're not taking barely anything of a
That looks
loss.
terrible. That
Huh?
looks terrible. That is below its starting point. That looks
Yeah, it's
terrible.
it's, it's terrible, bro. Like I'm telling you, man,
Looks
it's fucking terrible, dude.
terrible. Okay.
It's
Mm,
terrible, man. Like it's not a funny place where we're at right now. It's not cute at any like it's fucking terrible, dude, where we're at right now. A lot of these, and that's the thing, right? Look, this one is exactly that. It's below its fucking support. You had to really make a new demand zone on where it's at right now, which is bullshit, right? Because it's under that demand. It's under the starting point support. A lot of these coins are facing the same thing. This one came out here, boom, here, right? You don't want anything to do with this. I don't ever want to invest in something like that. But long-term ones like Atom are good. All these are all your alts that have been in the game for a long time. That they're still not at their starting point. But look, Matic's starting point was Atom was about $4. Look where it was at not too long ago. The bottom of that wick, 5.6. If you bought you bought Adam in February 2020, dude, and 2 years later you're back at the same starting point, man. That shit blows, man. It sucks, man. It really does suck. Man. But again, this is why I've just maybe it's a reason why I've never been good at long term coins and holding long term because of things like this. I don't know. I feel like I always have shit luck. Like anything I've ever bought long term has always been at the highs, man. I don't know why. And again, it was because I was still new to this. At the very beginning, not knowing my levels, so I would see something run up. Oh, I gotta buy some of this adder, man. I gotta add it to my port, and then I buy it, and I get this all the time. Excuse me. Excuse me. So these again, this is where you want to buy it, right? It's just finding that right coin, man. Adam still showing, decent levels of growth. It's not at his original, it's above your demand zone, right? If we draw a demand zone, it'll kind of look something like this. We're above it, which is good, right? That's good. It's almost like Matic. And again, like I told you, man, Matic is one, Adam is one, and I'm gonna go over the ones that I've seen for years, right? BNB, I think, is even holding above. Yeah, you see, even BNB, man. BNB started at 19. There's your Binance, right? But it's past levels, man. Actually, no. Here's the low. Oh shit! Look at that. Exactly. Damn. Look at that demand on this one right here. At the very, very bottom of that. Exactly where it hit in February 21. Exactly in July or June 2022. See? So I love TA, man. TA will help you find things like this, gentlemen. It will help you find these levels. If you plan on investing on any of these, then proper TA will give you that right level for you to, average down on these. But again, just it's a risk, man. Everything, and then again, what isn't a risk these days to invest in, right? Even if fucking I love Tesla, right? But look where Tesla's at right now, back to the 200s. Apple is one that actually ran. Doesn't mean that it can't come down from where it's at right now, especially if Spy starts coming down too. And we just saw Spy doesn't look good at all. So I think these next few weeks, man. Honestly, I think the rest of this year is really, really going to determine next year you know, if we go up anywhere or not, man. You know, like if we're gonna actually see growth, I think these next what is it, 8, 9, about 2, 3 months left. We have 4 months. Will determine that. If we can hold above certain levels on Bitcoin the rest of this year, even though it sucks, right? Because it'll show us that from last year, right? That's when I think when everything really started to dump was the beginning of November, right? If I'm not mistaken. Right here, November, exactly. November of last year is where everything just went to shit. That means that you're telling me we had shit market for a whole year? Like that's bad, right? If we get to November of this year and it's just down here, lower levels, that's bad. It's showing you that we just had a whole year of nothing but dump of shit market, man. which is bad, you know. But again, look, right? We also had years of it going up before. So let me see. From like I want to say from like here to here, you know, 300. No, not even a whole year. It's not even a whole year, man. So yeah, man. I think the next few days, next few months is really gonna determine what's gonna happen with this market. If we don't start seeing some kind of fucking, you know, some kind of growth, and we get to these sad fucking levels at 12, you're gonna see crypto get hit like no tomorrow, man. You're gonna see a lot of these coins. You're gonna see what happened to Luna happen to a lot of these coins, yo. I can almost guarantee you that shit. That you're gonna see that happen if we get back to those levels, man. To these low fucking 12s, fucking 4,000, you know. It's gonna happen, bro, because no one's gonna want to hold any of these altcoins if they think Bitcoin is going back to its original fucking 5K, 2K levels again. I guarantee you that shit, man. But like I said, you know, just because we might see that doesn't mean that we still can't do this with Bitcoin, right? We can still box it in. No, even if Bitcoin decides it wants to stay in between what 19 and 2, no, let's be more realistic. Let's be more like right here, like 12 and 2,000, right? Weekly, yeah, this is a weekly. So, you know, you'll see this, man. You'll see it come right back down to these shit levels, but you'll still see people trying to buy into it, you know, especially at these low levels that always wanted to have a Bitcoin, right? You'll have people buying into it, you know, people with money, people without money, you know, they're gonna see Bitcoin at 3,000 and they're gonna want to buy into it. So it's never gonna really go to zero. I don't think. There's too much invested in it, man. There's too many big players invested in Bitcoin, which is why I don't think it'll ever go to zero. But you will see altcoins, right? You will see altcoins shit the bed, man. And you will see them really go down to zero. We've seen it happen with Luna. If you go to Binance, look at all these coins that died out. I was playing this one before, not non-existent anymore. We all know Luna's not there. I traded this one before. Acro was another one. They all died out, which means that it can happen to any one of these coins. So there goes my son. Any questions, guys? Any questions, man? I know this session hasn't been the most promising, man, but you know we still gotta look at these things for what it is. It's reality, you know. It's anything is possible, man. When I say anything is possible, anything is fucking possible, man. They can easily break these levels, go back down to 17s, 18s, 16s. It's just a matter of time, man. All right, guys. Any questions before I hop off? Hey, my man, what's wrong? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here.
Kenny,
What's up, my man?
what do you think Ethereum short
Babe,
1480?
please, my love. Hold on. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
What do you think Ethereum short 1480? 1480?
What do I think it's the next possible support on Bitcoin?
No, Ethereum.
Oh, Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. Hold on.
Yeah, 1480, 1479, 80.
Absolutely. Let's look at see, and even Ethereum is kind of holding better than Bitcoin. That's the crazy part, right? That it's still holding a lot better than Bitcoin is. Let me erase all these lines. I want to erase all these lines so we can see it clearly. Hold on. And that, and that, and that, and that. Alright, so right now, this is a strong support, right? Yeah. There's a demand zone on Ethereum. Super strong support right here, right? That's your 1,000 level. That's a possibility, of course, right? Because now we have our resistance at 2,000. We have our strong support at 1,000. So from here to there, of course, I can reach this. The only thing is that I know Ethereum has these contracts, so I think they have some kind of merger happening with ETC or something like that at the end of September, if I'm not mistaken, or the beginning of September. That might hold this a little stronger than Bitcoin, right? That's why this one hasn't come down to these levels because Bitcoin is at these levels. Bitcoin is at that point where it's like, all right, it's at that fucking support, which was 20K. It's actually lower than it is. This is why I'm saying Ethereum is actually holding up a lot better than most of these coins. And we've seen it in Matic too, right? We've seen it in Link as well. Um, can it go below that? Of course. Right now we're at what 1439. Look at the next support. I want to say about ish, right here ish, right? Put these lines a little thinner. That's your 1190, right? And again, look, it happens to be this support happens to be the resistance where this was consolidating, right? So you have your support at 1,000, you have your resistance at about 1,200. That's one place it can hit. If it goes a little, you have a little bit of support right here, little resistance support. Next level, 1301. Right here we have another one. About right there. Right where we're at right now. Look at that. 14. So 14 right now is going to be that determination on this, right? 14 is going to be that level where if it breaks that, then yeah, we're probably going to see the 13. And then the next one will be the fucking 1190 or the 1200 and then back to 1,000. Now, again, man, this is something that even on Ethereum, if I see Ethereum dip below 9,000, 8,000, who the fuck is gonna want to buy it? No, nobody, man. You're gonna have people pulling out money left and right. So, man, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. Right now, look though, we are having a strong reaction, right? This is a daily, I think a weekly. It's holding above that. Even if you go to your 15-minute chart, it's like almost right at that line. Let me look at a bigger time frame, hour. So these are the levels, right? We're here not too long ago, July. Here now, we had the uptrend right here, broke. Had an uptrend right there. There's your uptrend, there's your break, and this is why I was telling you guys, right? Follow these trends, Trend break, this could have been a sweet short for all of us to grab, man. 1800, boom, super printing at 14, right? Now you have to wait. Now you have to wait for this downtrend to finish, right? Because now we're on a downtrend officially. Here's your lower highs. Right here, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So, we might see something like this. Right, we're holding above this level, which is good, right? That's one of the support levels. Might see all of this, right, where it kind of goes up a little bit, maybe back to the 15 and then drops down. Again, it all depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the major factor right now. Even, nothing to do with Ethereum, man. If Bitcoin goes to shit, no matter how good Ethereum is, it's going to go down. It's going to go down to these levels. There's nothing we can really do about it. It'll go down. It'll go down. If Bitcoin is the big factor right now, man. If Bitcoin doesn't start to pick up, the next few months, then all of these, man, you're going to see them come right back to these levels. But again, Ethereum is one that I've always wanted, right? So if I see Ethereum at 1,000, I'm going to buy a few, man. I'm going to take a few, So again, it'll be money that, I could afford to lose, right? Because again, the only way we would lose it, right, if I was to sell it, if it was to ever drop to zero, And again, even then, I would have to sell it for me to take the loss on it, right? Because even if I bought it at 1,000 and it goes to zero, and all of a sudden, by a miracle, we fucking coming back, and Ethereum comes back, those are levels that I would add, and it would only just lower my entry a lot more, right? But those are levels, man. These are levels. These are realistic levels that we can hit. We were here before, We can do it again. We were literally at 900, man. I remember that day too. It was like at 879. Look at that. I remember this day vividly, bro. I was like, holy shit, Ethereum at $800 again. I wanted to buy it. But again, same thing, right? Who wanted to buy at these levels? People were scared. They're like, hell no, And again, you had other people that weren't scared that bought at these levels. And they made money. They made money. They brought it back from 800 all the way to 2,000, and even right now where it's at 1,400. So if you bought these levels, you're still good. But yeah, these are realistic levels, man. You can easily see if we break that 14, we can easily see the 13. You know, if we break the 13, we can easily see the 12. And then from the 12 is that next drop is 1,000. That's it, 1,800, 900, but it's there. So again, man, I think this next week is gonna be crucial, man. Honestly, I think this next week, you know, either we see some straight just continuation of just red shit week, or we'll start to see some kind of building, something, man, something showing some kind of life in this market, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut out. Man, why are things turning green like it's actually pushing? Oh, this is buying it. Oh, there they go. Big get. Yeah, everything is red on big get, but XRM. Ooh, we got a nice little demand zone right here on XRM. Not a bad thing. But again, who the hell wants the long right now, man? I sure don't. I sure don't, man. I'm tired of these little 50%ers, man. I want my 100%ers again. And I think the only way to get that is attacking these shorts again. As much as I love to go for longs, but they're not doing much right now. And again, you know, I'm still gonna be grateful and say that, hey, we got profits and profits and profits, and I'll take profits over loss any day. But you know, when you fucking reach 20, 30, 40%, and then you see a fucking immediate, you know, dump to down here, it's like, damn, you know, I wish I would have played a short on that instead, because I would have been up 200% instead of just 20, 30%, right? So it's crazy, man. We're in just a shit situation right now with this market. Really shit situation, guys. Hopefully we'll see some kind of life these next few days. Yeah, I'm gonna like to see if we can get a nice little breakout from above. Bam, breakout, crossing up. Once the bar closes, I need to get an alert for this because I like this. And again, look, it's the only one that's green. The only one that's actually pushing against the market while everything else is dying. So BNB right here, the strong support right there, broken support, still in a demand zone about here. I'm gonna say something like this. But here's your overall downtrend. I feel like every chart is just a big overall downtrend, dude. I swear. Every chart is just fucking overall downtrend, man. Overall downtrend. No matter what chart you go to. Ah, so that's it, guys. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna look to trade my ass off this week. Finally off of being sick for the last 2 weeks. That's why I was able to trade this weekend. You know, thank God we did hit something this weekend. You know, it wasn't much, but it's better than a loss. Like I said, I'll take those any day. This week I'm gonna look, man. I'm gonna be on the lookout. I wanna look at. I don't think we have anything in the calendar. And also, guys, so you know, if you ever want to check your calendar, go to the pin messages on our GVT chat, and I'm trying to find is this one right here. It's a forex thing, but it gives you dates. You know, it gives you dates on. No, that's the clock. Wait, is that the right one? Saying it, is it? Oh yeah, it is. You know, it lets you know when there's certain events like those FOMC meetings that loves to pump and dump the market. I think every other week or something like that. But you know, CPIs, like everything, man. You wanna always check these calendars to make sure that when you're trading, you know, we're not swinging into anything that can potentially fuck your, you know, your order. So always keep an eye on things like this. You know, look at your forecast to make sure that you're not anything big is coming up. You know, no Powell meetings or anything like that that'll really, you know, mess us up. So if you guys ever want to check that out, just like I said, go to the chat, go to pin messages, and there's a lot of pretty good information there. Oh shit, I didn't show it because I'm not on there. I don't understand this thing. Why this thing just doesn't share the screen that I'm on? It's retarded. All right, guys. That's it for the live. Thank you guys again for joining. Always. If you guys have any last minute questions, now would be the time. If not, just throw them in the chat, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right.
Thanks, Kenny.
All right, guys. My pleasure, man. My pleasure, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully, we can see some positive, some positive news this week.